All right, we're cutting across to Brasilia now. In Brazil, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is now disembarking from his plane. This is, of course, for the BRICS summit involving Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, five of the biggest economies, developing economies in the world. And as far as India's focus is concerned, there is, of course, counter-terrorism that is going to be a top focus on the sidelines of the BRICS summit. And digital economy as well, something that India is very keen on. But of course, all eyes will also be on the bilaterals that Prime Minister Narendra Modi holds with, of course, counterparts from Russia, Brazil, and even the Chinese President Xi Jinping. So this is the ceremonial welcome being accorded to the Indian Prime Minister. So Prime Minister landing in Brasilia, in Brazil for the BRICS summit. This is, of course, a block of five of the major big developing economies, including India, Brazil, Russia, China and South Africa. As far as the Prime Minister's itinerary is concerned, he's going to hold bilaterals with Vladimir Putin and also the President of the Federative Republic of Brazil today. There is, of course, the bilateral with Chinese President Xi Jinping tomorrow. This is, of course, as far as India times are concerned. And of course, all eyes will be especially on those bilateral meetings, even as the larger focus of the BRICS summit is always about greater coordination between these economies. And digital economy, counter-terrorism continues to be the big focus this year as well. Our executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, is joining us over the phone line for more. Abhishek.
Shivani, BRICS is an important economic grouping, so to say, and it covers almost 40% of the world population and 23% of the GDP, but that's besides the point. I think what is important is that the Prime Minister would get to engage again with President Xi Jinping of China and President Putin of Russia. And more importantly, India has been pursuing a joint strategy on terrorism, and it's likely that some joint working group would be devised on that also. But what is important is that today, the bilaterals will take place between the two leaders, as I mentioned, between the three leaders, as I mentioned.
Yes, Abhishek, we